Now I do what I want. Yeah. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want. Of course. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.
George off the fake. Second chance points. Shooter. Oh, for the monster slam. 97-92.
Keep putting in buckets at the right time.
That's a tough shot. Justin Jackson come off and done a good job.
Every night of this size, watching Westbrook, I often feel the same way.
Westbrook with the lob. Left it short. George the rebound. A little bit of time here for the Thunder. As he will launch it from half court, and it goes.
I'm going to tell you a story about it.
In case you need it. Great defense. Forcing the turnover on Williams. The lob. Westbrook. Oh, my.
Westbrook doing this play to Terrence Ferguson. And Russ. Man, I tell you, boy.
Another rebound. And this is where you take the air out of the ball. Short of getting a shot clock violation, you just want to take a little bit of time off that clock. Westbrook down the lane, and the finish with the right hand. Russell Westbrook.
Well, that's what a lot of the Wizards' opponents is. Westbrook comes up with a steal there and throws it down.
Steal by Paul George.
They got numbers also.
2-on-1. Westbrook finds Ferguson. Oh, throws it down. Perfect transition. I'm a little surprised they're not putting anybody on the ball here. They're going to double team Dennis Schroeder, but they get it into Paul George. Has time to take a dribble, pulls up for three and knocks it down. Paul George at the buzzer from downtown.
5 for 18 from the field, 1 of 10 from three-point range. Beautiful pass. George
scoring again. Those two. He's got 10 points. Averages 11. Maryland's Noel launches it out.
Use that pick from Paul George. Out to Ferguson. Got by Booker. Goes right to the rim and a one-handed hammer. Nicely done by Dennis Schroeder. Now Adams getting back. Here come the Thunder with numbers. Schroeder drops it off. George elevates and detonates here. Going to take it away. Jackson, can he turn the corner? Oh, and a block by George, who pinned it on the...
That clock is under 10 seconds.
Westbrook to George. George with the three, and he got it with 6.7, and it's a 2.
Durant blocked. Diallo swats Durant, tried to go behind the back. It ends up in the hands of George. Reverse stuff. And the lead is 15, largest of the night for the Thunder.
I don't know if he meant that pass, but he'll get an assist.
Ball around the perimeter. Westbrook drives, goes into Zeller, takes a bump, bounces it home, and rebound. George follows the shot inside. Finds Grant. Grant goes up and throws it down. Efforts, the hustle of the Thunder paying off here in the first quarter. Paul George battling. Even Adams.
Hey, puts in the paint, a nice smooth baseline.
Westbrook knocked it away. Here come the Thunder off the steal. The lob, jam front court of Atlanta.
And that's what you want to see, you know, in here. High turnover out front.
George with the stuff.
This is just great anticipation, man. This is why he's leading the NBA in steals. You know, if I'm playing against Paul George, I'm a
Rebound, Russell Westbrook.
Did he ask Reggie Jackson permission to shoot that?
Sort of looked like it, didn't it?
Brooklyn 112, Oklahoma City 111. The Nets are trying to crawl to the finish line. Schroeder, the trigger man, gets it in for Westbrook. 1-point game. Westbrook tosses. George, pump fake, three on the way. Yes! Paul George nails it. The Thunder go in front with 3 seconds to play.
A tight game. And how about the defensive play? Schroeder charges ahead, lays it up and in.
good defense once again by the Thunder. They're just starting to take control of this quarter.
What a pass! Westbrook slipped it in the pocket of Adams.
Westbrook off the high screen. Perfect pocket. Found the easy finish.
Just trying to get a little clearance here if they can.
Play.
How did Terrence Ferguson know to step out like that? Is that the play or is that just a feel for the game? Speaking of feel for the basketball, another block and Adams in transition. Jeremy Grant to take the ball out, but he didn't want to get it out of bounds. Make sure that the official knew what he was doing as Westbrook bisects the paint
is on the way. That one rims off. Labissiere. Westbrook again, this time all the way to the rack, counted a foul.
From Donovan Mitchell.
George right down the lane. And Paul George now has
the back of the rim as the Thunder inching closer up ahead. George soars and throws it down. Tries to get on the switch. It's Westbrook defending Harden. Harden gets past him. And Westbrook in space. Dishes. Hamidou Diallo takes flight and
did not think the day was going to end with a Lorenzo Williams reference. You can get the production come out on that. Oh, Paul George.
And again, Marcus, it's the bounce.
Mano umano. Power against power.
Oh, Westbrook. Beautiful pass from Adams, showing off all the skills.
Well, Paul George rips him and then looks at the Laker bench.
Stevenson all over George. Finally draws the foul. Shot's good and one.
And they get tall. Anything you can do. And he saw Stevenson
go in the third. Noel reaches in and gets the steal. And here's Westbrook with the slam.
See, can they capitalize on him?
George, nifty move. Finds his open man. It's Westbrook. Rattles that one home. Thunder are forcing misses like that. Oh, what a block from Grant. Came over and just swatted away Wiggins. Now Adams.
Drag action. A three for the lead. Westbrook volleyballs it away and keeps it alive. He'll make the move. Outside. Look out for Adams.
The whole weight of the offense. How about the steal? This is what we're talking about.
Schroeder through the legs. Westbrook able to finish it off.
The basket. A lot of aggression on the floor, man. And since he's been kind of playing a few more minutes.
Oh, Steve.
Kuzma around Adams to the bucket. Rejected. But ends up.
I think Paul George has to get a touch at some point, and he does. The three ball quickly. Got it! And one! My George! Paul on the job! Incredible!
Now, let me tell you, what a game he has played here in the second half. Now, watch him come off that. Here he comes off the screen, and then he goes up right away. You say, well, what happened?
Oh, that's the birdie.
Westbrook. Westbrook, they cleared the lane. Elevates and throws it down.
You know what I'm going to say. Clear space with the basketball. I got to see that again.
You don't use the basketball like a bumper. Didn't need a bumper there. Here's George, puts it on the floor, gets past two guys, stuffs it on the freak. We've been asking all season long, how do you defend Paul George? This time, Isaac trying to keep him in front. George takes the bump, got it to drop, and the foul. Everything.
Shot clock was winding down. I think years from now, people are going to look at Westbrook's stats and think, how did he do that?
He was open for that rebound.
George weaving through traffic for the two-handed slam.
Westbrook. A series of moves. UCLA going up against Arizona, and Westbrook finally outlasts him. He is way off. As Noel has to save that pass. Setting up another George Trey. And he bounds away.
Westbrook comes in and takes it right out of his hands. Throws it ahead to George. George slams it home.
And it snapped what was 33 consecutive wins for the Blazers, with leading going into the fourth quarter. As George slips his way and throws it down.
New Orleans had an 8-point lead in that first quarter, and a save by Adams. George up ahead, throws it under.
Down one, have a timeout. They're not going to use it. George with 5. George drives over Gobert. It's good with 0.8 of a second left to give the Thunder a 1-point lead. To me. Through the hands of George. Kings with numbers.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Westbrook.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Ain't no...
Get that one to fall. And I'm interested to see this matchup because that would look personal.
Down took the 3 there in the break, but Marquise Morris will help this OKC team. Just another solid player as you see him running the lane right now.
What a place in here, though. Keep your foot on the gas. And the Spurs, the only problem with this start, this Grant slams the dunk here in the feed from Westbrook, is that both Forbes and White
take your time. You got plenty of time on the shot clock to run your offense.
And Westbrook pulls up and gives the Thunder the 2-point lead.
Shooter a bunch with Russell Westbrook, but
Adams got Gorgie Chang leaning the wrong way.
The year as well.
Oh, look at
another turnover.
It's Westbrook. He'll bank. Nice spin move. He takes it in. Lillard.
Clippers by 7.
See if the Clippers can take advantage of Paul George being off the floor.
Oh, inside. Beautifully done to Jeremy.
Job of playing effective defense. Westbrook with 8 on the shot clock from way behind the three-point line, and he knocks.
Grant on the drive. Tough pass, Grant. Great hustle. 6 on the shot clock for Westbrook. Why not, Russ? Oh, you got to shake what your mama gave you.
A little punch here off the bench for the Pacers. Nifty move. George on the step-back 3, and he splashes it home. Paul George from downtown.
This guy, he's averaging nearly 15 and 10. But just like that play right there is what he's capable on an...
It's not Miami's offense that stands out, it's really its defense. Nice pass, Schroeder inside, and Steven Adams elevates.
Down by 2. The layup is missed. Rebounded Westbrook. He's going to go coast to coast. 8 seconds down 2. He makes a tough left-handed layup to tie the game with 4
to sing. His way underneath, and Adams swats it away. Now Schroeder finds a trailer. Paul George with the left hand, not a problem as they execute the fast break.
DeLon Wright lost it, trying to split the double team. And Paul George.
What a great story about him as McDermott tapes it in, got blocked. George on the break. And George finishes with the slam.
10 points a game. Another one of those guys coming off the bench.
Nice ball movement. Noel scores and gets fouled.
Shots to go down low.
Inside too, and Steven Adams doing work following his miss, and he's got all 6 so far.
Zone. Bonga in the game, misses, and he gets the rebound. Yeah. Wow. He said something to Daddy. Yeah. That's what I do, Daddy. He said, that's what I do, Daddy. Yeah, that's from Nipsey.
I think we got to give him standing ovation on that one.
He's got a little bit of a smile. Sometimes you take some time off, and it's a massive benefit. Paul George not wasting any time, coming right back.
It's really hard for him to play big minutes and stay healthy, but...
Oh, and a block from Noel. Rejection.
Long time.
Yes, especially with Westbrook and the ball in his hand and Paul George.
No timeouts, Thunder. In and out. 2-point game. Here comes Westbrook. Off to Adams. Westbrook corner. George for the lead. When it's this late in the season, correct?
There's not that many other games left. You don't have to worry about it too much if you win 60.
Dennis Schroeder drives.